Let me paint you a picture. Imagine someone standing at the edge of a cliff, looking down at the water below. They're terrified. Every instinct is telling them to step back, to play it safe, to walk away. But there's something pulling them forward, something stronger than their fear, something they can't explain. And in that moment, they realize they have a choice. They can let fear win, or they can take the leap. That's exactly where this person is right now. They've been fighting their feelings for you because of the age gap. They've been telling themselves, it's wrong, it's complicated, it's not worth the risk. They've been trying to convince themselves that what they feel isn't real. But Virgo, they can't hold back anymore. The feelings have grown too strong. The connection has become too deep. And they're about to take the leap. Before we dive into this, let's do something together. This isn't about numbers or engagement. This is about you stepping into the energy of what's about to unfold. If you feel this message resonating in your soul, if you know deep down that someone has been fighting their feelings for you, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel because this is where the truth lives and you're going to need to hear more of it. And drop a comment, just one word, leap. That's your declaration. That's you telling the universe that you're ready for this person to stop fighting and start confessing. Don't skip this. Don't scroll past. This is your moment. Seal it. Let me tell you what I'm seeing. Because what I'm seeing is so clear, so raw, so full of internal conflict that it's almost painful to watch. There's someone in your life who is younger than you, maybe significantly younger, and they have been fighting their feelings for you with everything they have. They've been telling themselves that it's just a crush, just infatuation, just something that will pass. They've been trying to distract themselves, to focus on other people, to convince themselves that they're better off staying in their lane, but none of it has worked. Because what they feel for you is real, it's deep, it's undeniable, and the more they fight it, the stronger it gets. I'm seeing this person struggle so clearly. They're lying awake at night, thinking about you. They're replaying conversations in their head, wondering if you felt the same spark they did. They're analyzing every glance, every smile, every moment of connection. They're trying to figure out if you see them the way they see you, and it's driving them crazy because they want you. They want you so badly that it's consuming them. But the age gap is standing in their way like a wall they can't seem to climb. Now, I need you to understand something about this person. They're not just attracted to you physically, they're drawn to you on a soul level. They see something in you that they've never seen in anyone else. Maybe it's your wisdom, maybe it's your confidence, maybe it's the way you carry yourself, the way you handle challenges, the way you light up a room when you walk in. They admire you, they respect you, they want to be close to you. And that admiration has slowly, quietly turned into something much deeper. I'm also seeing that this person has been testing the waters. They've been dropping subtle hints, trying to gauge your reaction. Maybe they've been flirting with you. Maybe they've been finding excuses to be around you. Maybe they've been asking you questions about your life, your past, your relationships. They're trying to figure out if there's a chance. They're trying to see if you might feel the same way. And every time you respond with warmth, with openness, with a hint of reciprocation, it gives them hope. It makes them feel like maybe, just maybe, the age gap doesn't matter to you either. But here's the thing. Despite all of that, they've been holding back. They've been scared. Scared of rejection, scared of judgment, scared of making things awkward. scared of losing the connection they already have with you, and that fear has been keeping them silent, but the silence is becoming unbearable. The feelings are too big to keep inside, and they're about to break. Let me talk about why the age gap has been such a big deal for them. Because I think you need to understand the depth of their internal conflict. For this person, the age gap isn't just a number, it represents everything they're afraid of. They're afraid of what people will think, they're afraid of being judged, they're afraid of being seen as foolish or naive. They're afraid that you might not take them seriously because of their age. They're afraid that you might see them as immature or inexperienced. They're afraid that even if you do reciprocate their feelings, the relationship will be complicated, difficult, maybe even impossible. And those fears are real, they're valid, they come from a place of genuine concern, but they're also keeping this person from experiencing something that could be truly beautiful, something that could change their life, something that could bring them more joy than they ever imagined. I'm also seeing that this person has been comparing themselves to you. They've been looking at your life, your accomplishments, your experience, and feeling like they don't measure up. They've been wondering if they're good enough for you, if they have enough to offer, if they can meet you where you are. And that insecurity has been feeding their fear. It's been making them doubt themselves. It's been making them question whether they even deserve to be with someone like you. But here's the thing, Virgo. This person's age doesn't define their worth. It doesn't define their capacity to love. It doesn't define their ability to be a partner, a supporter, a friend. They have so much to offer. They have a fresh perspective, a vibrant energy, a willingness to learn and grow. And they're ready to offer all of that to you. They just need you to see it. They just need you to believe in them. Now, I want to talk about what happens when they finally stop holding back, because it's going to be a moment of release, a moment of truth, a moment where everything they've been fighting comes pouring out. They're going to confess. They're going to tell you exactly how they feel. They're going to admit that they've been fighting it. They're going to tell you about the age gap and why it's been such a big deal to them. They're going to tell you that they don't care anymore, that you're worth the risk, that they want to be with you, and they're going to put themselves completely on the line. And Virgo, when that moment comes, I need you to be ready. I need you to be present. I need you to be open, because this is a pivotal moment. This is a moment where you have the power to change the course of this connection. And how you respond is going to determine what happens next. But I also need you to understand something. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't have to know exactly how you feel. You don't have to make a decision on the spot. You can take your time. You can let it settle. You can feel into it and respond when you're ready. That's your right. That's your power. And no one can take that away from you. Let me also address the part of you that might be hesitant, because I can feel it. There's a part of you that's worried about the age gap too. A part of you that's wondering if this can really work. A part of you that's worried about what people will think, and those concerns are valid. They deserve to be acknowledged. But I need you to see that they're not the whole truth. They're just one piece of a much bigger picture. And the bigger picture is that this connection is real, it's authentic, it's divinely guided. I also want to say something about the people who might try to tear this apart. There will be some, there always are when something beautiful and unexpected happens. They'll have opinions, they'll have judgments, they'll have concerns. And some of those concerns might even come from a place of love. But Virgo, you don't have to let those concerns dictate your choices. You can listen to them, you can consider them, but at the end of the day, you get to make your own decision. You get to live your own life. You get to choose your own love. And no one else gets to do that for you. I'm also seeing that this person has been dreaming about you, not just daydreams, actual dreams, dreams where you're together, where the age gap doesn't matter, where everything is simple and right. And those dreams have been haunting them. They've been a constant reminder of what could be, and they've been the fuel that's finally pushing them to act because they can't keep dreaming forever. They need to know if the dream can become reality. And Virgo, I believe it can. I believe this can work. I believe this can be beautiful. Not because it's easy, but because it's real. Not because everyone will approve, but because you know in your heart what's true. Not because there won't be challenges, but because the challenges will make you stronger. And that's what love is. It's choosing each other again and again, even when it's hard. It's showing up even when you're scared. It's believing in each other even when the world doubts you. And this person believes in you. They believe in this, and it's time to see where that belief can take you. Now, I want to talk about the deeper meaning of this age gap connection because there's something significant here that goes beyond just the numbers. Age gap relationships often carry a unique dynamic. There's a different energy, a different balance. Sometimes the older person brings wisdom, stability, and perspective. Sometimes the younger person brings freshness, energy, and a new way of seeing the world. Together, there's a beautiful synergy, a complementary force that can be incredibly powerful. I'm seeing that this person is drawn to you not in spite of the age gap, but because of what it represents. They see something in you that they admire, something they want to learn from, something they want to be close to. Maybe you represent a version of themselves they wish they could be. Maybe you remind them of a time in their life when they were more free, more alive, more open. Maybe you have something they've been searching for and they don't want to let it slip away. Whatever the dynamic is, there's a reason this connection exists. There's a reason the universe brought you together, and that reason is about to become clear. Now, let me talk about the moment of confession because it's going to be intense. It's going to be vulnerable. It's going to be everything this person has been holding back for so long. They're going to choose their moment carefully. Maybe it will be a quiet evening. Maybe it will be a walk in the park. Maybe it will be a late night conversation when the walls are down and the guard is lowered. But however it happens, it's going to be sincere. It's going to be raw. It's going to be real. They're going to tell you that they've been fighting this. They're going to tell you that they've tried to walk away. They're going to tell you that they've tried to convince themselves it's not real. But they can't anymore. They need you to know. They need you to understand. They need you to see them. And they're willing to risk everything to make that happen. And when they do, I want you to remember this. This person is not coming to you with demands. They're not coming to you with expectations. They're coming to you with honesty. They're coming to you with vulnerability. They're coming to you with their heart in their hands. And that deserves to be met with grace, even if you don't feel the same way, even if you're not ready, even if you need time. Meet them with grace. Because this is a gift. This is someone willing to be completely vulnerable with you, and that's not something to take lightly. Now, I also want to address the possibility that you might have feelings for this person too, because I can feel it. There's a part of you that's drawn to them, a part of you that's curious, a part of you that's been wondering what it would be like to explore this connection. And Virgo, I want you to give yourself permission to feel that, permission to be curious, permission to be open, because what's happening here is real and it deserves to be explored. I'm also seeing that this person has been patient with you. They've been giving you space. They've been letting you set the pace. They haven't pushed. They haven't pressured. They've been respectful. And that's a sign of someone who genuinely cares. Someone who isn't just looking for a quick fix or a temporary connection. Someone who is in it for the long haul. Someone who is willing to wait for you to be ready. And Virgo, that's the kind of love you deserve. So, here's what I want you to do right now. Take a breath, a deep, grounding breath. And as you breathe in, imagine yourself open. Imagine yourself ready. Imagine yourself receiving whatever this person has to offer. And as you breathe out, release the fear, release the doubt, release the need to control. Just let it all go and trust that the universe is guiding you. And then say these words out loud. Say them with intention. Say them with belief. I am ready for this confession. I am open to receiving their truth. I trust the timing. I trust the process. I trust myself. I release the fear of judgment. I release the need for approval. I choose what's real. I choose what's true. I choose love. And I am ready to see where this leads. Say that 3 times. Let it sink into your soul. Let it become your reality. And then when you're ready, drop your comment, type leap, claim it, own it, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications because this is just the beginning. And what's coming next is going to be even more beautiful. Blessings on your heart, Virgo, always. This younger person is about to take the leap, and it's going to change everything. They fought their feelings because of the age gap, but they can't hold back anymore. And when they confess, everything will shift.